of none other than Rock Classic, the Squash Open tournament that began in 2019. That tournament was self-sponsored by Rock Classic Hotel. We should give a hand of applause to Rock Classic. It introduced us to the Uganda Open Squash tournament. It was fully sponsored on inception by Rock Classic Hotel administration and management. Presently, it has been a going concern. We have it every year. This year, 2025, we are going to be hosting our athletes at Rock Classic Tororo from 16th to 22nd. The prize money is 6,300 USD converted to Uganda shilling. You know how we want athletes to compete. Rock Classic Hotel Squash Open Tournament has been running now 5 years. We missed 1 year because of COVID. Has been running now 5 years. This is the 5th year. Presently, we are moving from here to Tororo. All the athletes are here. We're hosting athletes from Zambia, athletes from Nigeria, athletes from Zimbabwe, athletes from Kenya, athletes from Egypt, athletes from Rwanda, and we, the host Uganda, and our athletes. We are pleased to introduce to you the tournament. It's beginning on Monday, 16th, and ending on 22nd, Saturday. Everything will be there. We want to thank National Council for the sponsorship that they have never thrown us out. All the time this tournament comes in, the sponsorship is ready and in time. Can we have some hands of applause for National Council? We will not thank National Council without thanking the government of Uganda, because we all fall under the same fraternity. We want to thank Minister of Education, Mama Janet, in charge of sports, piece of work, for all they're doing to make sports visible in Uganda. For a preamble, squash is not a very old sport, it's a new sport, but originated in Uganda here in the colonial era, so we are trying to push it to the brim. I want to give you a highlight that presently we are an Olympic sport. What does it call to be an Olympic sport? We have never been in Olympics as squash. This year, 2025, we want a bid to be in the Olympics. So, since we're an Olympic sport, we have to vibrate to all areas. Indulge the schools, indulge the young people, indulge the sports fraternity, so that we can represent Uganda in the Olympics perfectly. Not go there for appearance, but we should notice our presence in the Olympics. The Olympics is for 2028. Lastly, but not least, I want to give you a highlight of how we have advanced in this squash game. Squash was all won the bid to host the seniors. Seniors tournament is an international event. It rotates all over the world. So the seniors of 2025 will be running in November in Uganda. It's like now we hear of Formula One. Formula One cannot just go into any nation. The nation has to qualify. So we have qualified for Formula One in squash. Uganda has qualified. That is the depth or the height we are taking the sport to. With those few remarks, you're welcome to my president. As I told you, I'm the Vice President, Squash Federation of Africa, the African managing body of squash. I'm the Vice President. Amidst us, we have the President of the Squash Federation.
President, once again, it's an honor and a privilege to be in Uganda. I was here last year for the first time. This is the reason I am back, to witness one of the biggest tournaments in Africa, which is the tournament that is going to be taking place in Tororo. Looking at the number of participants, it's It's quite a huge tournament, and I'm so thankful to the Uganda Association, the sponsors, and all the other stakeholders to once again bringing all the players to this tournament. Looking at all the regions that we have in Africa, we seem to have covered all the regions. Central Africa, we have a representative, Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, Western Africa, and North Africa, where we have the world champions, Egypt, they are represented here. So we should have quite a very good tournament. And I'm also happy to say that Uganda is doing well in terms of developing and growing the sport in Africa, which is the key mandate that we have under the Squah Federation of Africa. Emulate what Uganda is doing. I've seen quite a lot of professionalism in how they are administering the sport, and I'm quite excited. And having
and the squash calendar, especially in Uganda and in the African continent. For us, on our side, we promised that we'll do whatever it takes to have that event. If we are chosen, we'll make sure it will happen. And we are glad that every time we are tapped, we are there, and we are willing to do whatever it takes to have the sport get to the greatest heights possible. Sports falling, they are just waiting for the participants to arrive. They are all in good condition, so the hotel is prepared to host its guests and athletes.
It's when the teams are setting off from Kampala to Toronto Classic Hotel, and today we shall have an opening ceremony and a session of the rules of the game. And then tomorrow we shall have a juniors event throughout the day. And from the 18th to the 22nd, we shall have the main event of the tournament. And on the 22nd is when we shall have the prize ceremony and the climax of the tournament. And then we shall also, because everyone is aware the law was put into place, and the president signed the anti-doping law. So we shall also have a session of anti-doping. We shall take through our athletes through the anti-doping rules. So to cover up, 22nd will be the climax of the tournament. We shall have a press